Three dimensional geometry, chapter number 11, class 12th, subject mathematics. So let us start now. The topic of the day is we shall discuss the questions of exercise 11.1 also. Before proceeding towards exercise, the introductory part is here we shall discuss direction ratios and direction cosines. Now, if we say that direction ratios, in short, we write this way: direction ratios of a line are a, comma, b, comma, c, and direction cosines of the line are l, comma, m, comma, n. Now, what is there? These direction ratios and direction cosines are proportional, so we can say L upon A is equal to M upon B is equal to N upon C. Suppose all these three members they are equal to any k value, k number. So what is the meaning of this? We can say L is equal to k times A, M is equal to k times B, and n is equal to k times c, right? Now one more thing, this is very much clear that in case of direction cosines this condition is always true: l square plus m square plus n square is equal to 1. So if we apply this condition here, then this becomes k square a square plus k square b square plus k square c square is equal to 1, which implies that k square is equal to, taking k square common, 1 upon a square plus b square plus c square, right? From this we can say the value of k is equal to plus minus 1 upon square root of a square plus b square plus c square. So why we are concluding this? Because if direction ratios are given, then we can find the direction cosines from this direction ratios. That is, L is equal to plus minus a upon, if this is k, a upon k, comma, plus minus b upon k, comma, plus minus c upon k. What is k? K is plus minus 1 upon square root of a square plus b square plus c square. So this way we can find direction cosines if direction ratios are given to us. Next point we have how to find the direction cosines of a line passing through 2 points. Suppose P is any point having the coordinates x1, y1, z1, and there is another point Q having the coordinates x2, y2, and z2. Now we join these 2 points. Direction ratios of PQ, vector PQ, direction is given, magnitude of PQ is also given. So this is a vector. Direction cosines they are obtained this way: x2 minus x1, comma, y2 minus y1, comma, z2 minus z1, right? So here we are required to find the direction cosines. For this purpose we find the magnitude of line segment PQ. PQ, the magnitude will be equal to x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square, z2 minus z1 whole square. So this is PQ. So this way what we say, direction cosines of the line segment PQ will be equal to x2 minus x1 divide this magnitude PQ, this value right hand side, comma y2 minus y1 divide the same magnitude PQ, comma z2 minus z1 divide same magnitude PQ, right? So obviously this is L, this is M, and this is N. So L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1 will be satisfied. That is, if this is satisfied, they are the direction cosines of PQ. Now we have question number 1. If a line makes angles 90 degree, 135 degree, 45 degree with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively, find its direction cosines. So this is very easy. L is equal to cos alpha. Alpha is the angle made by the line with x-axis. So here alpha is 90 degree. Cos 90 degree is equal to 0. M is equal to cos beta. Beta is the angle made by the line with y-axis. So here this is cos 135 degree. That means cos 90 degree plus 45 degree. This is in second quadrant. In second quadrant cos is negative. So this becomes minus sine of 45 degree, which is equal to minus 1 upon square root 2. Similarly, n is equal to cos of gamma. Gamma is the angle made by the line with z axis. So here the value of gamma is 45 degree. So this becomes 1 upon square root of 2. This way what we can see. So direction cosines are equal to L comma M comma N, that is 0 comma minus 1 upon square root 2 comma 1 upon square root of 2. Now we have question number 2. Find the direction cosines of a line which makes equal angles with the coordinate axis. So here what we say, let the line makes alpha angle with x-axis, alpha angle with y-axis, alpha angle with z-axis. So direction cosines they are cos alpha, cos beta, beta is again alpha, cos alpha, right? So this way this is equal to L M N. Now what we know, the condition of direction cosines, this is L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1. So this way we have cos square alpha plus cos square alpha plus cos square alpha equal to 1. That means 3 times cos square alpha is equal to 1. So we conclude here cos square alpha is equal to 1 upon 3. That means cos of alpha is equal to plus minus 1 upon square root of 3. So what are the direction cosines? Therefore direction cosines are plus minus 1 upon square root of 3, comma, plus minus 1 upon square root 3 plus minus 1 upon square root 3. Question number 3. If a line has direction ratios minus 18, 12, minus 4, then what are its direction cosines? So, direction ratios are equal to minus 18, comma, 12, comma, minus 4, minus 4. Right? Now what we do? So, we find minus 18 whole square plus 12 whole square plus minus 4 whole square. So this is equal to square root of, taking 2 common, we can have 2 square is taken outside, so we have minus 9 square, which is equal to 18, 81 plus 2 is taken, so this is 6, 6 6 are 36 plus 2 2s are 4. So this way we have 2 square root of, this is 40, 40 plus 81, 121, that means 2 into 11 is equal to 22. After finding this magnitude of the direction numbers, direction cosines becomes equal to minus 18 divide this 22, comma, next number is 12 divide this magnitude 22, comma, minus 4 divide this magnitude 22. So we can cancel out, this becomes minus 9 upon 11, comma, 6 upon 11, comma, minus 2 upon 11. So these are the required direction cosines. Our next question is, show that the points 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, 1, 5, 8, 7 are collinear. We name these points. Suppose this is the point A, this is the point B, and this is the point C. So we find the direction ratios of the line segment joining the points AB. Right? They are equal to minus 1, minus 2, comma, minus 2, minus 3, comma, minus 1, minus 4. So this way we have minus 3, minus 5, minus 3. Similarly, finding the direction ratios of the line segment joining the points BC. So BC is the vector 5 minus minus 5 minus minus 1, comma, 8 minus minus 2, comma, 7 minus 1. So this becomes 6, 10, 6. So what is this? Taking minus 2 common, we have minus 3, comma, minus 5, comma, minus 3. Therefore, line segment AB is parallel to line segment BC. This vector is parallel to vector BC. Moreover, because these direction ratios are proportional, because direction ratios of AB are proportional to line set direction ratios of BC. But the thing is, B point is common, so these two lines cannot be parallel. They lie on the same line, because B point is common. Therefore, AB cannot be parallel to BC. What we can say? A, B, C. These 3 points are collinear. Question number 5. Find the direction cosines of the sides of the triangle whose vertices are 3, 5, -4, -1, 1, 2 and -5, -5, -2. If we have the triangle, the name of this triangle is A, B, C, and this point is A, this is B, this point is C. So first of all, direction ratios of the line of the side AB, they are equal to -1, -3, comma 1, -5, comma 2, -4, 2, -4. So this way they are equal to -4, -4, 6. Right? Now, what is the magnitude of side AB? That is equal to square root of -4 whole square plus -4 whole square plus 6 whole square. Taking 2 square common, that is 2 square root of this is 4 plus 4 plus 3 was left, 3 3s are 9. So we have 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 4 17, 2 square root of 17. So this way the direction, therefore direction cosines of side AB, they are -4 upon this magnitude 2 upon square root 17, comma -4 upon 2 square root 17, comma 6 upon 2 square root of 17. That is cancelling -2 upon square root 17, -2 upon square root 17, comma 3 upon square root 17. So these are the direction cosines of the first side AB. Similarly, we can find the direction cosines of other sides. Here direction ratios of BC are -5, -1, this becomes -4, comma -5, -1, -6, -2, -2, -4. Right? So here again what we do, we find the magnitude of BC is equal to square root of, again they are same, 4 4 6, that is this will be same. What is same? 2 square root of 17. Therefore direction cosines of BC equal to -2 upon square root 17, comma -3 upon square root 17, comma -2 upon square root 17. Right? Thirdly, we have the side AC. Here for AC, this is also -2. AC, direction ratios of line segment AC are equal to -5, -3, -8, minus 5 minus 5 minus 10 minus 2 plus 4 2. So magnitude of AC line segment equal to square root of, taking this is minus 8, taking 2 square common, so we are left with minus 4 whole square 16 plus minus 5 whole square equal to 25 plus 1 whole square equal to 1. So this is 2 square root of, this becomes square root 42. Therefore direction cosines of the line side AC, they are equal to minus 8 upon, that is minus 4 upon square root 42 comma minus 5 upon square root 42 1 upon square root 42. So this way we can convert the direction ratios into direction cosines.